Hey guys, it's Olivia and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is my first ever YouTube video on this channel. I do have several other channels across YouTube for multiple different topics. And as you can probably tell by my background, I am making this channel to talk about crochet. So a little bit about me. My name's Olivia. I'm 25 years old and I've been crocheting since I was 11. And crocheting has always been a bit of a hobby of mine, and I've made lots of things for family members and such, but I had never sold anything. And I always had people, family and friends, tell me, you're good at crocheting, you can actually sell these things. And I just couldn't figure out logistically how. But now, 14 years after learning this skill, I've decided to give it a shot. So the day that I'm filming this is June 17th. A month ago on May 18th, I started an Etsy shop. And that's true and false. So I started an Etsy shop 2 years ago in 2022 to sell digital products, and it didn't really work out. I got a couple of sales and then the shop kind of died. And so I had this Etsy shop just laying around, and I just decided to take down all of those listings and then change it to a crochet shop. So that's what I've done. And so for the past month, I've been slowly crocheting things so that I could take photos of them and post them on Etsy. And also on the same day, May 18th, I created this YouTube channel. I created a TikTok and an Instagram, all for my crochet business. So I have posted, I think, 7 shorts on this channel just kind of to kick it off, as well as posting on TikTok and posting Instagram Reels. So this is my first long form video on this channel, and I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. So as I said at the beginning of this video, this is my first video on this channel. My other main channel is just called Olivia Henry, and I started that channel when I was 17 years old, and at the time I used to just talk about whatever was going on in my life at the time. Then, starting in November of 2023, I decided to do a hard pivot and exclusively talk on that channel about my journey as a track and field athlete. So I am a high performance track and field athlete here in Canada, and I just wanted to vlog my progress and workouts that I've done and meets I've competed at, and just like everything that goes into hopefully becoming a pro track and field athlete. And while sports are a very big part of my life, I also have a creative side. When I was in university, I was a film major, music minor. And so since graduating university last year in June of 2023, I haven't really had much to scratch that creative itch. Yes, I still have my primary YouTube channel, Olivia Henry, but now that channel was also about track. So yes, the process of filming and editing videos, still very creative, but I still felt like something was missing. And so my hobby of crochet is something that I've done on and off for years, and it's just been something that I always come back to. I always have a great time when I'm doing it. And I really want this to become a regular thing that I'm doing all the time. Hence, me starting my Etsy shop. So when I first started crocheting when I was 11, I only really crocheted things that were rectangular, like scarves and blankets, things of the sort. Then, as I got a little bit older, I want to say in my teens, I started to crochet some clothes for myself. I crocheted these 2 shirts. They were supposed to be dresses, but because of the hook size and the yarn size that I was using, I would have had to make so many more rows in order to make it long enough to be a dress. So I was like, you know what? It's a shirt. And I've made other clothes for myself throughout the years. And before my nephew was born, I decided to crochet a blanket for him. And so I had never crocheted anything that was 3D. I had only crocheted clothes and blankets and hats and scarves and headbands and things of the sort. Then recently, before I started my Etsy shop, I started to think about crochet again. And I was trying to think of other things that I could crochet. And then I started watching all these crocheters on YouTube and how they were making their stuffed animals and keychains and all this stuff. And it really inspired me to veer from anything that I had ever done before, basically using acrylic yarn and crocheting flat things. So now, do you guys want to see the first crochet plushie that I ever tried to make? It is this turtle right here. So it is a pink turtle with a purple shell. And I will say that this was a pretty good first attempt. The two things that I don't think I did very well was attaching the different body parts. Like the head is very floppy and the fins aren't, I'd like them to be connected a little better. And the second thing that I don't think I did very well was I didn't stuff it enough. There's so much space that isn't stuffed. I very much underestimated how much stuffing I would need. So yes, this was my first attempt at a crochet turtle, and I honestly don't think it's that bad, and I still think it's cute. So now I'm gonna pick up all of these things behind me one by one and show them to you. So this was my second attempt at a crochet turtle. It's blue with a pink shell, and I stuffed it a lot better. And I attached the body parts way better. The head is not floppy. And this turtle is my favorite one that I made. And I'm biased because blue is my favorite color. So yes, I made this blue. Actually, oh, I'm lying. I'm a liar. The purple one is the one that I made second. I made the pink one, then the purple one with a blue shell. Then I made the blue one with a pink shell. Then I believe, if I remember correctly, the next one I made is this black one with a blue shell. And then I made this yellow one with a black shell. Then you can see on this shelf I have some leggy froggies. So I don't know the order that I made these in, but I have this black one, yellow, blue, and purple. And for the leggy froggies, I was trying to make a pink one, and then I ran out of yarn, so then I just made the bottom half purple. So I have like this two-toned leggy froggy. This one doesn't have eyes yet. And I thought it looked pretty cool, so then I made another one in yellow and black. This one also doesn't have eyes yet. These two aren't done, but these are works in progress. I just need to add eyes. By the way, I do embroidery eyes. I don't use safety eyes because I've heard that safety eyes aren't actually safe for kids under 3. So I just embroider the eyes on with acrylic yarn. So this was actually a mistake. I wanted to make it all pink and I just happened to run out of yarn. So then it ended up becoming half and half, and I really like it. Then you can see this array of octopi. The first octopus that I made is this blue one. I think it's so cute. And then I don't remember the order for the rest of them, but I have this purple one, yellow, pink, and black. And I've also made this white one, but I just haven't added eyes to it yet. But that's a quick thing to do. So I also have this white one. And then I made this duck. It's so cute. It has its little wings and its little beak. And that's everything that's behind me. But I also have so many things that I just couldn't fit in frame. So I made this crochet bee. It doesn't have a face yet, but it will. And I've made this orca whale. And look at this ghost. I love this one so much. Look at the little arms. So cute. And then I veered away from animals for just a second. And I made this crochet heart. So something I'm considering doing in terms of the heart is all of the things I've crocheted that I've shown you so far have been made with Sweet Snuggles light yarn. And I'm considering making this on a bigger scale with Bernat blanket and making heart-shaped cushions that you can keep in your bedroom or keep on your couch. I think it would be really cute because I feel like this is just like cute to have for the sake of having, but I think it would also be good if it was functional, like if it was used as a pillow or a cushion. So I have never worked with Bernat blanket, but I think that I can make it work. I can size this up and turn it into a little cushion. And then these last two stuffed animals that I'm going to show you are like my big ticket items that take me a very long time to make, and there's just multiple pieces to put together. So the first one is this bunny. So it has these really big floppy ears and the arms and a little tail at the back. And then the one that has taken me the longest to make is this elephant. So it has the trunk pointing up, kind of like the letter J. It has these nice ears, the arms and legs. So cute. And one thing I will say, everything that I've made thus far have all been no sew. For this elephant pattern that I followed, it did require sewing, but I altered it so that it would be no sew. It took a little bit of math to figure out how I would attach everything while not exactly following the tutorial that I was watching online, but I managed to do it, and I think it turned out amazing. And one last thing that I almost forgot is I've made little crochet keychains. So as I said, everything I've shown you up until this point has been made with Sweet Snuggles light yarn. The keychains that I've made thus far are made out of acrylic. So I've essentially, for this, I took the octopus design and I just sized it down. So I just used some yarn I already had just to like make a proof of concept. So I have this like burgundy one, a white one, and a gray one. I'm thinking of offering similar colors like I do in the bigger version, but once again, this was just a proof of concept to see if it would work. So these are the yarn colors I had laying around, so these are the yarn colors that I used. And then I made the orca whale into a keychain. So as you can see, the size difference between the plushie and the keychain. And yeah, it's really cute. A lot of the things that I've shown you today, I've already taken photos of and put on my Etsy shop. Some of them I haven't yet because I just haven't gotten around to taking the product photos, but at some point, all of these will be available on my Etsy shop. And the last thing I want to show you is I kind of skipped a step. I said that I went straight from crocheting flat items like clothes, scarves, hats, straight into making plushies, and that's not true. I briefly crocheted some scrunchies. So the first three colors of plush yarn that I bought were blue, purple, and pink. So I tried to make as many things as possible with those three balls of yarn. So this is a peach colored yarn that I have. It's not a full skein. I've used some of it, but this is about the size of the yarn that I buy. So I had 3 balls of yarn, 1 pink, 1 blue, 1 purple, this size that I was starting with, and I was able to make 3 turtles plus the shell of this turtle, we're not counting the black yarn, 3 frogs, 6 octopi, and 17 scrunchies. So I was able to make all of these things with 3 skeins of yarn, and each one of them was, I think, $12. So with $36, I was able to make all of these. And then eventually I bought more colors. I bought white, and I bought gray, and I bought black, and I bought yellow and peach. But the point is, I started with 3 colors and was able to make, I'll do the math here, I was able to make this many different products. So I say all that to say it wasn't a huge monetary investment just to get myself started. I started my Etsy shop a month ago. I have not made any sales, but the point is I haven't put thousands of dollars into this. It's something that you can build up to slowly. I will say up until this point, I've spent about $200, and I don't know exactly how much I spent on each thing, but in total, I spent about $200 on yarn, stuffing, keychains, a scale. So I bought this shipping scale so that I would be able to know how much things weigh so that I know approximately how much it's going to cost to ship it. And poly mailers. I have not had to mail anything out yet, but I hope to make some sales and I hope to send some things out at some point, and I need something to ship them in, so I bought some poly mailers. And yes, there are other things that I already had, like for example, I already had crochet hooks. That's money I'd spent years ago, and I already had embroidery needles to do the embroidery eyes. So though that would be a little bit extra, like embroidery needles, you could probably get a pack for $5 or $7, and you can get a pack of crochet hooks for I think $15. So that's a little bit more of an expense. So yes, there's little things that will all add up, but I'm 1 month in and I haven't made any sales, but I've only spent $200. So for my Etsy shop, it is a made to order shop. So for example, if you order a blue frog, you're not going to get this specific blue frog, but I'm going to use some blue yarn and crochet one for you. So yes, if you're interested in anything that you've seen in this video, a lot of them are already available on my Etsy shop, and I will slowly be adding each individual new item over the coming days. So yes, that is my crochet journey thus far. I've been an avid crocheter on and off for the past 14 years, and in the past 30 days or so, I've made the decision to try and turn it into a business. So that's all for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you think your friends will enjoy it, be sure to share it with them. All my social media links will be down below in case you want to follow me on there. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm gonna start posting on here on the regular. And I'll see you next time in my next video.